He is a very busy man, and I do want to thank him immensely for taking time out of the work he does to spend some time with us today. He promised me, or rather I promised him, not to tell you where he's off to next. The little slide he had up at the end is a little bit of a hint. I'll say that quietly. Right, we're almost done. I feel like singing Frank Sinatra now. Over the past 3 days, if you include all of the speakers, the video speakers, Colin and myself, and let's not forget our opera singer from yesterday, very random but great. What we've given you over the last 3 days is no less than 24 people up on stage at the lectern to give you their time, to give you their expertise, and to give you value for your business. And what the kind of final message to you is don't just take it and think, wow, that was great, what a great 3 nights. Go away and implement some of it. Go away and think about it. Go away and act. Dan Spicer says, tweet him and get the free pro code for Hootsuite. Take advantage of that. Go and play with it. Go and learn it. And go and do something and make the business better. Before I finish up, I've got one last speaker to give you, which is a little video message, so bear with me. I hope nobody needs to rush. A final thank you to East Ayrshire Council Economic Development, without whom this thing would not have happened. These guys have put their commitment and their funding and their effort into developing Working Digital. As was said, I think to you yesterday, last year was less than half the size. Every year we're looking to push this forward and do more for the benefit of the local businesses and to grow things in East Ayrshire and indeed beyond. So thank you to East Ayrshire Council. Jim, do you want to say anything? Are you happy for me to keep talking? That's a thumbs up for just keep talking. So I'd like to give you one quick last speaker. There's the East Ayrshire Council logo, which should have been up when I was thanking you. This is a speaker whose name is Paul Boag, who is a chap I tried to get along today. He's very well sought after. He is currently, I think, in America, which is why he's not here. In our geeky world, he's very well known, a very well respected web design company. He also runs one of the world's biggest podcasts around the subject of web design and digital engagement and all of that type of thing. And he's very kindly sent us quite a comprehensive message, which I think sums up the whole conference. No matter what you take away from today, there's been some very high level talk, there's been some very specific and detailed practical advice. I think this quickly kind of sums up the whole conference in terms of let's actually just go and do digital better. This is Paul Boag.
Well, this sucks, doesn't it? You're in the most beautiful part of the world, a part of the world that I absolutely love to visit and go to whenever I can, and here I am stuck at home working. I've got other commitments at the moment, so I can't be with you at Working Digital, but I did want to share a couple of thoughts with you. Before you wrap up the day, I'm sure you've had an incredible day. You've learnt loads of things about digital and the digital world, but I want to share something with you. Just one point, really, and I want to illustrate that point in a couple of ways. And the one point I want to share with you is digital cannot just be a bolt-on to your business. It's not something you can just add on to the side of it. That's because digital isn't just another marketing channel. It isn't just another tool in your arsenal. It's a social phenomenon. Digital is changing our world in profound ways. When the automobile came along, or the printing press, or the production line, all of these things were tools, but they had profound impacts on society. The automobile allowed suburbs to come along. The printing press increased literacy, which allowed people to challenge authority. The production line allowed people to engage in city life, which they hadn't particularly before. So tools are not always what they seem. Sometimes they can be so much more, and digital is an example of that, isn't it? Sector after sector have been decimated because of digital, because organisations haven't adapted quickly enough to the new digital reality. And we're also seeing changes in society, in how people behave and interact with one another, how they shop. Now they shop increasingly in a social way, where they check with their friends, what do you think of this product? Also, they do price comparisons, don't they, online? So all kinds of elements of our society are changing. And the danger is that we are a generation that haven't grown up with digital. So we don't see digital in the same way as the next generation, the millennials and the digital natives that are coming along. And so we may not think we need to adapt, but we do. And if we want to survive in the new digital age, we need to change the very core of our businesses to adapt to the new reality. And I don't care whether your business is big or small, those changes need to happen. So for example, at the bigger end of the spectrum, we are seeing the British government undertake major restructuring and reorganising in order to accommodate digital. Nike, Starbucks, all of these kinds of big organisations, Nestle, universities are making fundamental changes to the way they operate, to put digital at the heart of what they do. But it's also bringing about changes in smaller organisations as well, smaller companies. A friend of mine opened a blow-dry bar. Now, with my hairstyle, it's not a place that I will ever be visiting, but it's really interesting to see what she's done. She came from a web design background and has taken all of that digital knowledge and applied it to something as simple as a blow-dry bar. So all of her stylists have iPhones so that they can see notes about their clients. They can take photographs of their clients. The central booking system that they have enables people to book their appointments on Facebook. It allows the stylists to see the preferences of those customers. Do those customers like coffee or tea when they come in, with milk or 2 sugars or whatever? So they've got they can provide a much better customer service thanks to digital. They've also transformed the way that they market and sell their business as well, and their offering. So they can post something on Facebook about that there are appointments available, or here's a photograph of somebody that came in earlier today, and they can hear the phone ring downstairs as instantly people start booking appointments. So there is a way to do business that is radically different to the way that we've worked before. A greater level of customer service, a greater level of engagement with our prospective customers and our audience, and alternatives beyond those kind of traditional methods that we used to do business, whether that be marketing or sales or whatever. So I want to encourage you to start thinking digitally by default. So what do I mean by that? Well, to be digital by default is to think about digital first. So when you're faced with a business problem, ask whether digital has got the answer. Because oftentimes you will find that digital has got a faster, better and cheaper way of doing things than the old way, the way that you've done it for years. So instead of getting a load of flyers sent round to local businesses, look at online alternatives, look at social media. Instead of sending out a press release, maybe send out a blog post instead. There are so many digital alternatives. If you have a call centre, maybe it's time to start looking at moving that kind of customer support online. There are so many ways that digital is transforming our world and transforming the way we do business. Change is coming, and if we don't adapt, we are in danger of dying. It's digital Darwinism, if you like, that it's not the strongest or the most intelligent or the fittest that survive, but it's those that are most adaptable to change. And that's what I want to encourage you to do, to change the very essence of your business so you can operate better in the new digital economy. And that's all I wanted to say to you today. Hopefully you've had a really great day. You've learnt loads of stuff. Now is the time to get out there and start implementing this stuff. Don't allow it just to go, that was very interesting, and walk away and carry on with business as usual. Because the reality is that there is no business as usual. The world is changing, and you need to change with it.
It was Paul Boag. Right, I think I speak for Colin as well as myself when I say that while the last 3 days has been work for us, we love what we bloody do. It's been a great 3 days. I hope you have enjoyed it even half as much as we have delivering it to you. As I said when we closed last year at Working Digital at the Fenwick, I truly believe that Working Digital is fast becoming almost a movement. A change in attitude, a change of culture, this true movement where the area, East Ayrshire and beyond, is truly beginning to embrace digital for everyone's benefit. And I want to see that movement continue as we go forward. I'm going to give one last word, and in fact I'm going to give it to a member of the audience. Johnny, give us one last word.
May as well stand up so everyone can see me. Just quickly touching on the day as a whole. Just a quick thanks, if you please, and I hope you would put your hands together for Gary and Colin as well. Look at them blushing. I don't think they were expecting a thanks from me. I was just supposed to be on for 2 seconds, literally, and that's closing the night. But Gary and Colin, as maybe more than you, have been working continuously hard over the past couple of months to get the whole event together for you. If you didn't know, I work with Gary and Colin over at Ennis Design, and I'm also part of the Broadband Cloud Solutions team, which you may have seen up the back, or you may have come and said hello. So I'm Jonathan, just in case you didn't know. But no, just putting a final word on the day, I really did enjoy the whole day. I hope you did too. And all I can really say was, that was ruddy marvellous! And that was me as well.
I couldn't have put it any better than that, Johnny. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, we are done for the night. We are done for the 3 days. Thank you very much and good night.